Darkblade comes.
If you remember, Malus was trying to find treasure in the Chaos Wastelands, and he did find it, but in doing so, he also awakened the demon Tz'arkan, who is known as the Drinker of Worlds. He demanded that Malus find 5 magical artifacts or that he would take his soul, even if he killed himself. He gave him a time limit of 1 year. The first artifact was a brass medallion in the shape of an octagon, covered in runes. He fought his way through a herd of beastmen, killing the shaman Kul Hodar, and was able to get the medallion. The octagon of prawn protected the wearer from the majority of magical effects. He would then go back home to Hag Graef. His father had him arrested and tortured, his excuse being that he brought shame to his name and that he would be better off dead. The demon allowed him to survive his wounds, even as his flesh was being torn from his bones. His mother and sister set him free, healing his wounds, and through his half-sister, he was inducted into a Slaaneshi cult run by her. The cult wanted the demon inside of him, and so he would decide to work with the Temple of Cain to root them out. That way he would be free to continue his quest. Now it's time to hunt some beards. We were able to destroy Clan Eshin. Now can we defeat the #1 power in the world? Malus Darkblade is going to take on the Dwarfs. It might not go well, but we are going to try. Eventually I might be able to afford another army, and my god, look at their power. They are certainly quite strong. I mean, look at that balance of power. They've got giant slayers. We're looking at regiments of renown, organ guns. Whatever I do, they're going to push hard on me. They also have the underway. That will lead to another grand war that will potentially be a great challenge to me. Look at that. Ungrim Iron Fist. He's right by Lamia. Now that I do not like. I think you'll be okay. Oh, I have finally unlocked the Siren of Red Ruin and the Chilla Santar. Oh, these two would be fantastic. They're very expensive. I'm trying to make more money where I'm able to. It's not easy to make a lot of money, and over here we'll take a sacrifice to Cain because we probably need it. We probably need a dark conduit for a little while. And it only cost a few lives. I'll take that. But no, I don't want to let these dwarfs win. I want to be sure that we come after them. Oh, look at that. Their replenishment could be higher, but it's not as good as it could be. And over here, there we go. That is done. So we've done all that we can with our agents, and there's really not too much more for me to do other than to just build up what I have. We defeated Clan Eshin, and there was a period of peace where we were all able to just be okay and be at peace. But now that it's really time for war, so we're going to fight at Mount Greyhag. We'll probably come over here to fight another army, then another one. So get ready for a bloodbath involving nothing but dwarves for a period of time. Karak Asul likes me quite a bit, so they're not fighting me, thankfully. But that's only one enemy that I'm really avoiding. My goal is to hopefully conquer everything I can. The orcs lost big time. That really put a wrench in my plans. But my goal is to push on into these mountains and take over all of them. It won't be easy, and I will need 2 armies, but for now, we'll try our best. It's now time for a battle to fight the dwarves. Here's our army right over here. We'll be using speed in every single battle to beat them. In a prolonged battle, we have no shot. We have no chance of winning. But here, if we strike them all, if we engage every single ranged unit, we've got a good chance. Murderous Prowess gives us a stark edge over them. Let's have a look at what they have right now. It's not kind. It won't be easy. Over here, we're looking at Dwarf Warriors. We're looking at Bugman's Rangers. And let's see, a lot of Giant Slayers. We'll be fighting a lot of those. And they're all very well trained too, so it's not like they're very weak at all. Longbeards are nearby. We've got Gyrocopters with a Brimstone gun. They'll want to hunt down my larger creatures. Over on the right flank, we've got our Medusa and our Cold Ones moving in together. Down in the middle, we've got all of our infantry moving together too. Now, their organ guns are effective. They get a pretty large chance, or a pretty long chance, to just shoot however much as they want. Thankfully, they've been moving, but still, you can see the damage that's already been brought at my units. And right now, we're trying to go after one of their organ guns. It's already being shot at by my Scourge Runner chariots. Malus Darkblade is here to really wreak havoc upon the dwarfs. And it's always time for a Pit of Shades. And also, many volleys from our Dark Shards. We're going to tear them up just a little bit, just to keep them a little bit busy. Just to let them know who's boss. There goes our chariots right now, driving right through them, hunting some blasted dwarf. And here comes Namora, the Dreadblade. She moves in now. A great support unit providing more replenishment. quite the juggernaut here. My cold ones are still moving around. Well, to elude over here these giant slayers, they could easily take them on and destroy them. We can see how many ranged units we're not hitting right now. We've got all of our dark shards trying to focus fire on a few targets. Like over here, we've got iron drakes. We've got over here their, let's see, organ gun at 70 kills. Didn't take long. And here comes Dark Seer. She's on her way. Good old Helen. We can see how many of my units are trying to bunch up together just to avoid being hit by some of their ranged attacks, because it's not kind. And even then, there's some friendly fire happening. They're shooting right through their own units. Dreadblade and Nomura, she's riding on through. The ladies are doing some poses there for Slaughtergram. T-posing for dominance, as we often do. All right, let's have a look now at what's happening. Here comes Darkblade's own, charging right through these blasted rangers, and they've now been hit by a devastating charge. Let's go look elsewhere on the right flank. Our infantry has largely won the battle. Here comes another Pit of Shades by our Dark Seer, churning up some Giant Slayers and other units who are in the mix. We have Murderous Prowess currently activated. Over here, the Blades of the Blood Queen were enhanced by magic, so they were able to easily win their fight, and a Dark Conduit was able to blow up a series of units nearby. It's time for them to be buffed up again as they charge right back in. I mean, they have 65 weapon strength now and a lot of armor-piercing damage. They can cut through some blasted dwarf. Let's go look over here now. We've nearly won the battle. A lot of them have broken. We have Witch Elves who are on that organ gun crew that was able to get 70 kills. Their leaders are already fleeing now. The Demon's Curse, all of that good stuff from Malus Darkblade is being triggered. We won't be able to use Tz'arkan for quite some time because we do need replenishment so that we can fight battle after battle. But we're doing all right now. With our Death Hag, she's actually providing so much replenishment for us that I think we're going to be okay, as long as we kind of afford elixirs. So now, as you might see in some legendary film or some type of really cool fight, there's only a small group of survivors who have not yet broken. They hold on. And these are Slayers. I mean, they are trying their best right now to hold on. They've been cut off from their friends who have either broken or have fully routed. They've already routed, so now it's just time to go after one or two groups over here. There's one group of Slayers nearby. These are Giant Slayers. We have quite a few left, and we've got the Band of Bastards, Group 1, who are currently cutting them down. Behead some dwarf today. Ooh, beautiful. No arm for you. I can see the bone. The bone is exposed. They're getting them all. We've only got a few more to kill. There's another one. We're quite, you know, fond of that one arm that they have. Another arm gone. I want to see this. I want to see some heads pop off. Come on. These Band of Bastards are beating these much mightier Giant Slayers. You have no armor, so hey, how about that? And over here we've got some as well. A Dark Conduit to destroy them all, and that worked out, killing that last one. Let's watch the final one be killed. The final 10. Oh no, you gotta win. You gotta. There we go. There's very few left. Come on, avoid the friendly fire. Don't do it. They're doing it. That's okay. It happens. It's a Druchii thing. Is that from my Scourge Runner Chariot? No, can't be. Anyway, we've only got 5 left. I usually don't show every little bit like this, but come on, it's 5 dwarfs left. We can watch that. Did you ever picture us fighting dwarfs? Well, here we go. We won that major fight. It's a close victory. Now we can occupy a new area. One that they built up. I didn't have to build it up. Thankfully, we still do have replenishment. Nothing to do with stew. Level 26 for you, Malus Darkblade. Let's put a point over into something quite handy for you, like Slaughter Lord. I want all of my elite infantry to be even more powerful in battle. We need them to be superior to any type of like dwarf unit. If they're not, I could be in deep trouble later on. Okay, and for you, magic resistance. I mean, you won't really need to deal with it too much, but I think we'll be okay. We do have a lot of replenishment where we are at currently. No slaves over here. And for my agents, you'll be coming down to help out very soon for our Black Ark, which unfortunately there is no dominant river to carry me over to the other side. I won't be able to use it extensively while over here, and that's really a big shame. I was hoping that maybe I could, but hey, that's all right. I'll bring it down over here where we might have some dwarfs coming out to play. So instead, we'll use you to defend Lamia. I think that is ideal. And by proxy, Malus does too. I've put a lot of money into various buildings all around these lands. They're looking much better now. Did I build my... I did not. Here, let's go to Altar of Cain to get rid of a little bit of that Skaven corruption. Clan Wars is not doing very well. We pretty much have no allies over here. What now? You want me to do what? Fight the Cult of Pleasure? I think not. As much as I would like to do that, no. I don't want to do that. Because they're allied to the Witch King. Our biggest issue is trying to find a way over to that Beastman army that wandered over to the Tomb King's lands. That's really inconvenient. It's in a very bad location, so it will take me time to get over there, which means that we're not going to have our superior weapon for a period of time. But that is okay. I'll deal with it. I'll find a way to adapt and overcome, as one must, especially whenever you're Malus Darkblade. Okay, ambusher discovered. Vandred, the Winter's Mist. We've got a lot of raiding dwarfs around here. Oh, look who's coming to play. They do have artillery, so what am I going to give you? It really depends on what's going to be quite handy for you. The Crows of Cain for one. The Hellebrannai, we'll take that too. The Raven's Heralds, I mean, all of these could potentially be quite handy for this oncoming fight. And once you have a Black Ark a bit closer, you'll have more help, much like that. Yeah, look at that. He'll be able to recruit new things. I'm sure they'll come to attack him very soon, but at the very least, we do have options. All right, why don't you upgrade your last ability over here? Because we do use it quite a bit. Take that. And while we still do have money, let's go after enemy agents. One enemy wounded. That's what I'm all about now. Wounding enemy agents. And over here, assault their army. You failed. That is okay, I suppose. I'll come back. Let's come over here now. We're going to Crookback. Oh, hello. Mountain. Here's another big army. Time for battle number 2. Fortunately, they've been weakened by our agents. Haha. Another prominent battle for Malus Darkblade. You can really play Malus Darkblade in so many different ways. I think if I play him again, I'll certainly remain over in Naggarond or adjacent to it. Naggaroth will be a land that we've got to conquer, the land of chill. But there's an organ gun already ripping right through our dark shards. Let's have a brief overview of our formation. We're fairly spread out, probably a little bit too spread out. If my formation was a little bit more aligned over to the right, it probably would have worked out a little bit better. Here comes my cold ones. Now moving around again. They're going to be shifting around as much as they can. Over on the left flank, we've got our Namor, the Dread Blade, all of our infantry right behind our dark shards. And if we look at what they have, a lot of ranged units, artillery, all of that good stuff that you need to destroy my army. Malus Darkblade is now moving in, trying to go after their lord, but they are now defending him. And Malus is strong, but not nearly as strong as I would like him to be when it comes to tearing people up. He needs Tz'arkan. But here comes some dark shards now, offering some attacks as we're still being hit by their artillery. If we focus fire just a little bit, maybe we can get rid of some Thunderers and friends. They've got guns, we've got shards. Dark shards. It's in the name. Here comes the battle right now. You can see all of our units now moving in. Oh, a point blank assault by those Thunderers. Dark Shards are still moving in a little bit too close. I didn't have them in guard mode initially. Anyway, their words. Okay, over here are the Razor Blades, groups 1 and 2. They're now moving in to come help out. It takes a minute for our infantry to get here, but eventually they do make it here. Like more Thunderers getting their hits in. If you let them get multiple hits in, oh man, you're done for. And here's some magic that we need to utilize to break them apart. So here we have the Web of Shadows and a Pit of Shades, just to keep them a little bit busy, just to kind of damage them a little bit. The Dark Seer is even fighting in melee. She's at 15 kills and only growing. Over here is a Brimstone Gun Gyrocopter. I've got my Dark Shards targeting it, trying to destroy it. We got rid of one group of Thunderers. Now we've got my Sisters of the Singing Doom currently moving in, and more Witch Elves. My Cold Ones are now charging in after their artillery group. Let's see, 52 kills for that one cannon. The other one has how many kills? 20 kills for an organ gun. So let's have a look at what everything is being hit by and what is doing what. The Bloodwrack Medusa is currently obstructed. Unfortunately, these are short dwarfs, so it's hard to get to them. There's our Murderous Prowess triggering right now. And we also have Malus Darkblade still fighting the enemy lord, who's taking quite a bit of damage, fighting hammerers and other friends like that, like Longbeards. It's really just about constantly moving on them, hitting them to where they can't really outfight me. They can't outfight me. They don't know how to outfight me. It's just not possible. There's a Mystifying Miasma from our Dark Seer. And you can see how they just were unable to hold on for very long. It was a quick battle. I mean, they have elite armies. If I couldn't beat one army like this, then why would I even fight the blasted dwarfs. We would lose every time, but we've won the battle now. It's already over. We've broken everything they had. We just had to clash with them. Now we could chase after a few and kill more. But no, if I couldn't beat a few elite dwarf armies, then there's no point in me playing the freaking campaign. So I better be able to beat some of them, right? And we'll be getting more bestial units later on as we completely run over them. It will just take time. And I've got to divide up a few of my stronger units to my secondary army because I need that army to be powerful too, because they don't have Malus Darkblade or Captain Dalrend. We won that battle too, so we'll take more slaves and unit replenishment. The goal is to always try to hit them as hard as we can. I mean, we cannot linger. If we allow their artillery to hit us, we're done for. So we do get a good turn to replenish. Can they reach me? Not quite. That's good. Let's move a little bit closer. Okay, for you, Namora, the Dreadblade. Shall give to you fleet-footed. And for the Captain Dalrend, we shall give to him. Let's see here. Word of Cain for missile resistance. We've got a very powerful army. Naturally, I would always like to change it up a little bit in the future, but for now, we cannot. We must wait. Belninia, you get to die today. I don't want you cluttering up my screen. It bothers me too much. All right. And over here, more income sounds nice, or anything else I can get to keep the peace around here. We are getting rid of a lot of corruption. Now let's end our turn. I hope I get like future opportunities to get those special followers or whatever. I have no idea if I will, but that would be an awesome thing. No, Clan Wars is so weak. I don't know what happened to them. They were crushed, I suppose, by maybe Himri. So Himri's doing quite well, and now we have more dwarfs on the way to fight us. I'll pull back only because I want a turn to replenish, and then I'll come back after them, especially if one used forced march, which was not a good idea. Absolutely not. Now we have another dwarf army right by Lamia coming to attack. Hopefully they'll actually fight it out and not try to wait it out. If they wait it out, I might not be able to hold on to it. Krakow's Skull, can I help you? All right, let's have a look. There's going to be another rebellion. That's going to be right outside of Lamia. Ooh, not quite in my favor. Nearly there, but not quite there. Yeah, there's a banner of swiftness. Can we make it? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't fought the dwarves with the Druchii very much. It's why it's going to be a very interesting matchup, I think. I'll save up money for another elixir. It's still going up, but I think we'll be okay. All right, let's go after... Well, hold on, let's have a look over here. You've got an agent, a Thane. You don't have a high chance to get him. That's unfortunate. Critical failure. You'll be back. I know it was a small chance, but still. I was trying. I suppose he had to rest. If only you could wound enemy leaders outright, but no. Can't do that. We are keeping them a little bit weaker, so maybe that will be the benefit that we need. Yeah, my major agent was wounded. He'll be back, though. I've got very little money left. The Wolflands are over here. Sure, we'll upgrade it. I'll try to get it all together. All right, let's go now. I do wish I had Lightning Strike, but I do not. Dark Conduit. Okay, let's have a look then. Big army. Lots of Giant Slayers. His name is Get Gold. Pretty obvious over there. All right, forced march, so they're going to be very tired. And they're a very well-trained army, too. 38 missile damage, that's a lot. Any artillery? No, outside of the cannons of the reinforcing one. Good. 3 large battles. And we have the remnants of that previous army that we fought before. So what are we going to do? Cold Ones, Malus Darkblade, our Bloodwrack Medusa, our leaders, they're all charging in. It's a minor force. We can beat them first. If we could just fight more dwarf armies that do not have any artillery, we can dictate the fight. We can do so much more with it. There goes Malus Darkblade debuffing them as he charges in. And over here comes my chariot going after their cannon crew, what's left of it. They've got to go too. And there we go. A savage, ferocious attack that has hit them everywhere. The warriors of Dragonfire Pass are here. Malus Darkblade has used the blood price, putting him at 916 for strength. I wonder if his combat animations give him more kills as a standard Malus and not a Tz'arkan Malus if he's off of his mount. I'm going to try it out because sometimes animations do not really line up very well. Because, I mean, he's so strong, but his kills don't really reflect that. It does take him a bit of time to get there. Ooh, a Dark Conduit. You saw that? Wiped him out. I wanted to hit those guys early on. So we only have a few more left. 10 kills for my Cold Ones. Cold Ones are strong, but they're not nearly as strong as I thought they would be. They've got decent armor and all that, but it's not like having a knightly group from Bretonnia. So now there's very few left, a few Longbeards left. killed most of them. The Blood Rack Medusa's at 7 kills. Malus is at how many? 32 kills. Our Captain 9 kills. Nomura 13 kills. So now we've got some Dark Shards who are moving up over here. They don't seem to know what they want to do right now. They just saw their brethren get killed, and now all these dwarfs are coming to play. I really hope we see some additional dwarf units and themes brought out. I would certainly like to have a little bit of a remix done for the dwarf heroes and all that from game 1. I think game 1, everything just needs to be redone. Very much so. Make them a little bit more interesting, because clearly the overall design has changed up. But here's a focused attack. You can see how quickly they're dropping. I mean, look at that health. We focus fire. I know that they're going to return fire. And that army that they once had that was coming in to reinforce, they're done for. So there goes a group of Longbeards. They've got their own very powerful ranged units. I mean, 38, 37 missile damage. Let's go look at how much I have then. Okay, 31, so not nearly as strong. And that was for a regiment of renown. Over here, 28, and no shield, so they're just being hit. I haven't replaced my dark shards just yet. It's really just like a huge time factor in having the inability to get like global recruitment going on. That makes it so challenging. All right, over here's Nomura. We've got our special units now moving in. I'm gonna have my blood rack continuing to attack. Here comes everyone now just charging in. Look at that. We're trying to get a few around to go hit their ranged units. I mean, that's a lot of ranged units. Thunderers and Rangers and... Oh, man. Okay, so they did focus fire on my Blades of the Blood Queen. My Special Executioners group. That's pretty rude, by the way. Blood Rack is at 15 kills. Over here is Malus Darkblade at 48 kills. We've got over here Namora the Dreadblade at 19. We've got our chariots now moving in, like the Red Mist chariots or company. Let's watch them. There's a Pit of Shades turning up some more of their units. We're using whatever magic we can to bloody them up today. Web of Shadows from her weapon. I love that little thing. I don't know how much it does in damage, but it's nice. Now we have Murderous Prowess again helping out. We'll lose as many as we need to, and then we'll just win this fight. We've got so many. If I can beat the Dwarfs, I'll be the happiest guy, because they're the #1 power. We don't usually get to fight the #1 power around like turn 100. It's usually like a turn 150, 200 thing. But anyway, here's some blasted giant slayers and slayers fighting my poor blades, who have been buffed up a little bit, right? A Dark Conduit is a nice buff by killing anyone nearby. It's a really nice thing. So what are we going to do to them next? More magic, you say? Good idea. Occam's Mind Razor. Huh, get it? Anyway, they're now cutting down even more dwarfs, and quickly too. Over here, let's see, our Cold Ones and Malus Darkblade, they're fighting together. 71 kills for the Cold Ones. We broke right through them. Over here is our captain, still trying to hit all these blasted range units. There's so many of them. I probably should have saved my Dark Conduit for that, but I wanted to help out my executioners. Over here are more giant slayers and friends. We've got all of our witch elves. I mean, if they have slayers, I'm going to bring in witch elves. Low armor, high damage. Okay, the executioners won their fight. 93 kills. They had a nice comeback. Over here, we're looking at Malus Darkblade, the Blood Price, and the Guiding Eye nearby for any adjacent armor-piercing ranged units. The Longbeards are now broken, and look, they're tired. They got into this fight where they did a forced march. So, I mean, they didn't really have enough to get on by. These Witch Elves took a lot of damage. They're at 84 kills, though. And we've won the battle. It's over. There's only a few Giant Slayers left, but we have won. Now we get to chase them and kill as many as we can. That's why we're getting so many slaves. We've done it. That guy's gonna die, that dwarf. Then we get to leave. One more battle won. We'll take more slaves again. Over 800 this time. We're getting so many more, so we're about to have a lot of dwarf slaves in our holds, in our lands. They're much weaker for it. I have a lot of replenishment, thankfully, but I need more than what I have now. Let's destroy that entire army. That's what, 3 armies gone now? And it's only the tip of the iceberg. I mean, they have a lot more. So we're not done yet. We won't be done yet for quite some time. I won't be able to use Tz'arkan because I do need a lot of replenishment. So much more than what I have now. Alright, one more point into Slaughter Lord. There we go. More melee defense and melee attack. Oh, hold on. Rank 28. Okay. Night Lord for cold ones, or strength through spite. We'll take that instead. +5 to melee attack for adjacent units. And what else do we have for the Dark Seer? Spread public order. I suppose we could do that. And for you at rank 18, Nomura. Fleet-footed fervor. Ah, here we go. More weapon strength. I've got to give you some equipment, don't I? +9 to melee attack for nearby units. Yeah, I do like that a lot, to take that instead. Featherfoe Torque, we are looking at some followers, nothing too grand, but just anything I can give to them to help them out in combat is very important to have. Got your Dawnstone, I have no followers for you. You are rank 32 now. Let's put a point over into training, finally. I know it's been a long time coming, but you have that going on now. Very good. All right, imminent rebellion over in Lamia, understood. Hopefully we can deal with that. If we lose it, we move on. Such as war. All right, a plane of bones are over here. They're looking relatively happy. I think they're okay. We can actually build up some recruitment areas. We could do quite a few things. I'll take a few slave pens. Holy Quarter's pretty decent, so we'll get additional slaves over here. And later we'll take, let's see, what else do we want? Just straight up income instead. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, let's end our turn now because we've done all that we can. And I want to save up a little bit of my gold. It's not a lot of gold, but it's my gold. I don't need more growth over in Flayed Rock. Got my income coming in. Yeah, I want to try to make a few safe areas where I can get a lot of extra slaves and income from those said slaves, especially as I get more technology and more buildings to help them grow and become better and stronger, more prudent in what they do, which is earning income for me. The Beastmen are fighting several factions like the Golden Order, the Dwarfs. I mean, the Dwarfs are number one. They allied like every good faction. It was pretty nuts. Yeah, there we go. Consumed by rivalry, providing more public order and loyalty for nearby units. Might have to try to come down here later if I want to try to save them. A field battle, maybe we could win. I'm not too sure without having our usual suspects over there. Ungram is nearby still. That's unfortunate. Let's go look over here now. We only have a little bit of time to really go after what we need. Okay, so Crookback is exposed. Mount Silver Spear is defended. It's really just their little lands down here that they took from the orcs that are going to trouble me. Level 33 for you. That's what I get for being cheap for my main army down there. Well, my only army down there. We'll take spread public order. What are kind? Swords, I'm sure. You did it again. Level 18. Okay, good. My god. It's a great way to keep them even a little bit weaker. Can help me a lot. All right, divide and conquer. Dark Elves and High Elves, more diplomatic relations. What's over here? Doomfire Warlocks. Okay. Assassinate, a higher chance to succeed. I like that a lot. Let's have a look. Oh, 10% more campaign movement range. That's just a big one. Gotta have that. Yeah, this next line of technology has a lot of good stuff in it. We'll take that just for some extra firepower once we go fight them. Hopefully that Skaven army will go fight the Dwarfs. I mean, that would be the best thing ever if they chose to do that. All right. Over here would be my slave market. We'll get some more slaves down here because we do have the public order to deal with it. You know what? Let's go sort by public order and we can manage that together real quick. So Lamia, I don't want any over here. Noblar, they're gaining a little bit of happiness, so we can dispense a few additional over here for sure because they're very happy. I don't want any over in the Wolflands. Kingdom of Beasts over here. Let's see. Yeah, we can get additional. And then Dragon Isles. They have a lot, and they're always going to be fine. All right, ward save 10%. I don't want a full capacity for that. So now we've done all that we can do. We can only end our turn and wait for a new fight. Nagaron is number 3. We're very low when it comes to reliability. What a shame.
Onward.
They've lost only one location from me. They have 35 others. They're fighting so many factions, but no one who can really challenge them, I think. Krak Asul, the Blue Hold, they're very good, but they won't join me. If they could join me in the war, they would take new lands. They would become more powerful, but to convince them to go against their own kin, now that is difficult. Whenever you're doing like a Dark Elf voice, you always have to sound like you're out of breath, a little bit haggard. What? What do you mean? A little bit like that. It's all very dramatic.
The whispers grow louder.
Okay, Mount Grey Hag. We're close to it. Let's go to Crookback. Very easy garrison to take on, so we can take it, and we're going to loot and occupy. I mean, that's not too bad. We'll take a slave gate in the very beginning. I don't really need harpies, do I? I can destroy that building. The basic recruitment I'll keep. Beard collector, gross, but we have it. All right, you finally failed. So we won that one too. Oh boy, they're gonna be unstable for a period of time. Not a fan. Okay, rank 19 for the dear lady. Let's give her, let's see, well, deadly onslaught for more damage. She needs a lot more damage. Level 33 for you, my dear friend. We'll give you training, rank 2, level 2. And I still have over 5,000 income flying towards me. So over here, what will we take? It's very simple. An artisan's house for more money. 4,160 for a lumber yard. It reduces upkeep for what? Oh my god, dread spears, dark shards, all of that stuff down by 5% for upkeep. Awesome stuff. So we'll take that too because we need it. We desperately need it. All right. How long do I have until we start to lose it? Let's see. Laying siege before surrender, but what about attrition? Hold on, let me get back over here. Usually give me some information outputs for that. Well, we shall see. Let's move a little bit more, a little bit further in. But no, I really want these Skaven to attack that dwarf army, then maybe we've got a shot. It's crazy how many of them are veterans. But now it's time to get ready for another fight. Here is another attack from our enemies. Lamia has been such a point of contention. If I had ignored it, who knows, I probably would have had a lot more gold for other things, but we've held on to it. It's been like an act of defiance on my part. Again, I've made choices in my Malus Darkblade campaign that have clearly made it much more difficult than it needed to be. I could have easily steamrolled if I made certain choices, but I was like, you know what? What if I made choices that are going to bring me through hostile territory? It's really just about climate. So anyway, we have dark shards all over the walls, except for over here in the middle where they have siege towers coming to fight me. And right now, we're just going to use our dark shards to shoot up whatever we can. And later, we'll bring in our flying units to go eradicate more of them. But let's go look over here real quick. That's a lot of towers. They're not fully upgraded yet, or I think they would lose a lot more. Check out these statues, though. Brutal looking. No, we've held on to it. It's just been a thing that I've wanted to do. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of being dictated to by climate. I'm going to tell climate, no, I'm Malus Darkblade. I do what I want. I build here. I mean, no word good, so I build here. Anyway, here they come. So we've got the Black Ark adjacent to this location, which is going to be fantastic for defending it. I wish I could afford 2 armies outright. I would love that. I would love to have our friend here, the Beastmaster, go out and fight. Not from, you know, He-Man or whatever. Masters of the Universe, even! Giant Slayers, 50 weapon strength. That's really high. And a melee attack of 59, which is not too bad. They're attacking now my Black Ark Corsairs. What else do we have, friends? Well, over here, we got some more Dark Shards. At 64 kills and growing, we've eradicated a lot of them. It was time to get some flying units out there. We've got our leaders, our 2 Death Hags, and our dear High Beastmaster now charging into combat. My gates have been destroyed. That actually caught me off guard. We've already hit some of their cannon crews. They've got Slayers again that we're trying to shoot the hell up. I've got all of the primary advantages I need. There are factions who could probably take me out with my current defense setup, but all these Dark Shards, man. Like, no matter where they go, they end up losing a lot. So here comes the flight of the Harperies. Love the smell of dark conduit in the morning. But here they come. And so the Harpies attack. Boom, boom. And that's how we keep them all busy. We hit them where it hurts, which is everywhere. They've got a Rune Lord. Haha, runes. I laugh at your use of runes. What's over here now, my friends? Black Ark Corsairs, correct. We got other Black Ark Corsairs. Awesome. Slayers are over here. And on the right flank, let's go check out what's happening right now. Dark Shards are being attacked by a group of Longbeards. They have 10 kills, so they can't really stop us. I don't believe so anyway. For the rest of them, they are done for. My Harpies have 1. We're about to unlock Murderous Prowess. We need 787 kills. Dark Shards are over here also attacking. Man, if only I had that mission to kill 20,000 beginning now, because I'm killing a lot of dwarfs. These Longbeards are moving in. Look at that, a gold chevron. Puts them on like what, rank 7? Got bronze, silver, then gold. So yeah, 9 ranks total, if I have that right. Harpies are over here. We got over here our Raven Heralds, and they can be decent, especially if you let them like hit a foe for a prolonged period of time. But now we're going after other enemies who are around here. We've killed them with our Murderous Prowess. We're still attacking over here. Some Black Ark attacks are fantastic whenever they're on the walls. It's like a Skaven Warp Lightning, but check them out real quick. Just check out how cool they look. They look awesome. Oh, they look so cool. Who wouldn't want hair like that? My hair is a rope. Yes. I don't know. I just like picture him having like a really high-pitched voice. I would like to enslave you. I would. Here we go. One attack by our awesome upgraded ability from our Black Arc that we didn't have before. Here comes another one. You can really stagger them. I mean, look at that damage. Youch. Get him. That's a big, dense group. And some friendly fire, sure. I wonder if it does impact. I'm sure it does. It doesn't say it doesn't. At least I haven't really looked that closely, but they're not wavering. We had one group of Slayers who were able to get in, but they're being attacked right now by my Black Arc Corsairs, who are again winning this fight, despite fighting a foe that is technically stronger. Doesn't matter. Doesn't account for much, does it? And so, the Mohawks, the little Chucky dolls of hell, they're being sent back from whence they came. And we've won. It's time to move on now. Okay, we won that one. That was pretty brutal, but we did win. Now it's time to, again, take more slaves and get more replenishment. We're going to have a lot more slaves than we ever have had before. All right, so that battle's been won. We've defended Lamia, which is fantastic. We've gained a magical item, a black dragon egg. Oh, look at that. A new ability, moderate magical damage. Okay, a tier-shaped attack, good against armor. That's good.
Oh, mighty lord. The fate.
I know. More money. Ooh.
Grave news, my lord. Word is spreading across.
Well, we know about chaos, and that actually works into my favor because that means they're going to be attacking the forces of good. And they are fairly far from me, so I don't have to worry about them coming to me. So the general plan is to probably go up north, take Mount Silver Spear, get it all together, get all of our defenses together, try to hold on to it as long as we can. I think I'll probably build up this road over here real quick. And let's see, what else do we want to do? I think over in Lamia, we'll continue to hold on as much as we can. He's rank 9. He'll probably be my other leader. Okay, that's for a Bloodrack Medusa. He's got a chariot that I don't want to use yet. That's for War Hydra. Black dragons are over here. I have no black dragons yet. So that's kind of a tough one to know like what I want to pick up just because I don't really have a lot of these yet. I've made a little bit better in like, you know, melee. I want him to get a Manticore, so he's got quite a few levels to pick up before that. Master Tormentor. That does help for recruit ranks for them, plus 8 to their melee defense. So I guess we'll try to get the Titanic Beasts and we'll get some cool stuff. The Rise of Chaos. Oh yeah, they're on their way. Shoddy workmanship. There's a little bit of my income. Raiding. Who is raiding? Is it a big army? Swear to God, if it's another big army, we'll find them. We'll get them. Mountain Grey Hag is not in great shape right now. I didn't know they had another army over there, but I've got 15,000 for gold right now. That's really good. So for you, we'll give you some bestial units. There goes a lot more of my money, but he's going to be very strong for that. We'll use him for that role. Oh yeah, we killed all but 3 units and 1 Rune Lord. Ouch. That's got to feel really bad. I don't need another Black Arc. I don't think I'll ever need another Black Arc. Yeah, we have all of our stuff upgraded. I can get that now. A Gargantuan Black Arc. Oh, heck yeah. We are stronger. Stronger than ever. We'll take the Dark Palisade. And there goes a lot of my money, but we'll take, again, Guild Halls for more income, because I need more income. We'll probably save up a good turn for my elixir for later. How much am I making from slaves right now? Oh, wow. Effective slaves, 958 for Dragon Isles. So that's really adding up nicely. Oh, I like that a lot. Current slaves, 3,200. Wow. Okay. And over here, we'll take our torture posts. I wanted the road, but I think we'll just stick with that for right now. And then we'll go after our friends up north. We've got a very large army. I'm well aware of that large army. Good job. You've wounded more of them. You hate dwarves, as you should. As you should. All right, here's Stalker. That's been handy whenever I've got like a new lord adjacent. Not handy too often, but handy enough, I think. All right, I think that's it. Where's my other elite agent? He'll be back in 2 turns. Then we'll be ready for him. And thank you for watching, everyone. Do leave a like down below if you want to see more tomorrow, and get ready for more tomorrow. And as always, until then.